Hi, I'm 2021 Apple Blossom Queen, Brooke Perez, and I'm going to be answering a few questions about why running for Apple Blossom Royalty is so worth it and how it shaped me into the person I am today. I decided to run for Apple Blossom Royalty because throughout high school, I had never really made much of myself. I wasn't a leader of any club, a captain of any sports team, and I usually stayed under the radar. I had always been shy from elementary school up until the year that I decided to run for Apple Blossom. I think the sole reason I decided to run was because I wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to take on a challenge and acquire any skills that I would take from this experience into my future, such as a job or school. I also was really excited about the scholarship because I don't come from a lot of money and I know that I wanted to go to university. As a top 10 candidate, I learned a lot about myself. Before, I hadn't been as confident in who I was, and now I can say that I'm completely confident, and as long as I believe in myself, I can do anything I set my mind to. Going into this whole process, I had never spoken publicly in front of a crowd or an audience before, and I just said, hey, I'm gonna do it, and that's exactly what I did. There were many different things that I actually didn't know about the process, but one of the ones that really seemed to shock me was every part of the process has to do with what's going on in your mind and what you're passionate about, and has nothing to do with your popularity status or how many followers you have on Instagram. When it came to the pageant, I was most nervous about my speech because I think, like everyone else, I wanted it to be perfect. I didn't want to mess up, and I wanted to make sure that my message was getting across and I was fulfilling the prompt. Running for Apple Blossom Royalty did affect my school and personal life. I was doing full-time running start, I was a competitive dancer, and I had a part-time job. This meant that I needed to ask for help and kind of track my schedule in order to balance my life. I think most of all it did affect my personal life. I didn't have as much time to hang out with friends as I usually did, but that really showed me what my priorities were and helped me be successful academic-wise and volunteer-wise. The most fun part of the top 10 process, at least for me, was actually during the pageant. We were backstage in a circle before coronation, and we were playing Down by the Banks and singing High School Musical. I think collectively we were all nervous and just wanted to support each other and have a good time before the night was over. We'd been working so hard for this moment, and it was finally here. If I had to redo the whole Apple Blossom process over again, I would, no questions asked. It was a very exciting part of my life where I took advantage of an opportunity and found myself and who I am, and I realized what I want to do with my life in the future. I would encourage all senior girls to run for Apple Blossom Royalty because it has less to do with race, popularity, ethnicity, and looks, and more to do with what's going on in your mind and what you're passionate about. I think that this is an opportunity of a lifetime, and you guys should all take on this challenge and go out there to show everyone what you're really made of.